Hornets, no timeouts. 6 seconds. 5. Walker with a 3 to tie. Yes!
We've seen it before. Newton drops straight back. There's a crossing route. McCaffrey. Touchdown. That's big time.
We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for. How silly is that? But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about?
Welcome into episode 5 of Inside the Lines with Ash and Sims. I'm Sims.
I'm Ash.
And today we got a special guest.
Hey,
Ash,
we have been saying this.
Listen,
we've been saying this for like 4 episodes that we were going to have a special guest. And
we've
no
been trying.
one has showed up.
Because we had to get our game up.
Yeah,
People
we had to get our game up. My
while.
cousin was supposed to come on, and he just threw me to
Right,
the
that's
side.
why he got the booze.
Yeah, he got booed. So if you don't come on, you get booed, but you're getting claps. That's what's
Tell
going
him
to
who
happen.
it is, first of all.
Man,
Please.
it's the one, the
The
only, the dopest. James Bradberry in the building.
I
Cornerback for the
appreciate
Carolina Panthers.
Hey, this is where the claps are
Yeah,
coming.
this is where we add the claps and everything like that. Hey, man, shout out to you for coming on the show. Like, really appreciate
You are the
it.
first
Appreciate the
guest, the
invite.
official first guest. How's that feel?
I'm honored. You know, me and you cool, so that's the only
For
reason I
sure.
came on here. No offense to you.
Right.
No offense to you,
He's about to
but-
get to know me because he was
Yeah,
He was
what
like,
it
look,
is.
bro, I don't really know you, but I know her. So
Yeah,
that's pretty much why
it's
I showed
cool.
up.
I'm just a face in the sea of media in the locker room. But
Yeah, you know, sometimes you got to stand out. I done told you that already, but it is
Right.
what it is. Go ahead.
So first of all, man, appreciate you coming on. Carolina Panthers coming off a loss, unfortunately, this weekend to the Detroit Lions. But first of all, man, just your takeaways.
From the game, you know, we didn't put one full game together. We weren't fundamentally sound on offense, defense, and special teams all together. You know, we had spurts where we played pretty well, but like I said, we didn't put it all together for the whole game.
Hopefully there's no panic in Panther Nation right now. You guys have lost 2 in a row. But I always say, I mean, people start to freak out and be
Yeah.
like, oh, my God, they've lost. The world's coming to an end. Like, y'all are still 6-4.
Yeah.
You're still in the playoff picture. Still a very good team. I mean, do you guys have those conversations like, yo, chill out. We're going to be fine. We know what we need to fix.
Or is that just outside noise that are people
Right.
feeling like that, and you guys aren't even really sweating it?
No, we're not really sweating it because we still have division games left. We only played one
Exactly.
division game, so we still have a chance to take over the division and win. So we're not worried about it too much.
Well, you've been someone that's just progressed every year in your I just thought of it. I just lost the word. What is it?
Tenure?
Your position.
Position?
No, in your position.
Tenure sounds
But
good.
you
I know.
in your tenure.
That's a big
I could
word.
say, I
You
could say-
coulda used that
you
word.
progressed. You're someone that has progressed every year in your tenure.
I appreciate
Where do
that.
you feel like you know was different from last year to this year?
Just overall confidence, playing more aggressive this year, getting up on the line and pressing more. I know last year I think I kind of played kind of tentative. I didn't want to get beat too much, just coming off a good rookie year. I wanted to also have a good second year as well, but it kind of backfired. Yeah, I didn't play too well. So third year I came into it, I was real confident. You know, I was just trying to make a name for myself.
Yeah. Well, obviously you have. You were shutting down people like Odell Beckham, Alshon Jeffrey, Julio Jones. It don't matter who it is. What I always wonder what's being said between y'all two out there. Because I feel like you don't really seem like you talk a lot of stuff.
We don't.
Like, you
I
seem
mean,
like you
honestly,
kinda quiet.
On the field, honestly, no one really talks to me. But, like, Julio, he doesn't say anything during the game.
That's a shock.
Wow. Julio's a quiet dude, though.
Yeah, because Josh Norman said the same thing. Remember, he said Julio was the
Oh,
one
okay.
dude that never talked back to him.
Yeah, Julio doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw him out one night. He was not quiet.
Well, that's different than being on the football
Oh, okay,
field.
cool.
You
All
can
right,
be.
so that-
I mean, I'm not a football player, but I'd assume you can
If
be
you were.
loud off the field and you
Right.
can be quiet on the field.
Yeah.
You want your actions to speak for him, so for yourself.
Yeah.
So Mike Evans, all those guys, they usually don't say much unless you say something to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't say anything, so there's nothing to talk about.
So who talks the most out of any dude you've played so far as a pro? Like, what dude runs his mouth the most that you've gone against?
That I've gone against a receiver,
Yeah.
it's hard to say because a lot of guys don't say much. But Stephon Diggs, he talked a little bit my rookie year.
Yeah.
And then we talked a little bit my second year. We played him again. But the guy that really talked the most trash, he wasn't even a receiver. He was a running back, Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman. Yep, sounds about right.
I made a tackle one time. I know last year on the sideline. And as soon as I got up, he started talking trash.
All right. So you do. So obviously, going through that gauntlet, like we just talked about, is pretty impressive. I mean, you went through a stretch of Odell, AJ Green, Mike Evans. I mean, for you, what's it like to look at the scouting report and be like, oh, so I got this Pro Bowler one week, I got this Pro Bowler the next week, I got this Pro Bowler the next week. do you go into that? Is that exciting for you? Is that a little nerve-wracking for you? Like, how's that feeling?
It's a little bit of both. Of course you're nervous because you're going against, a top-tier receiver each and every week. And then, but you're excited because you get to showcase your talents and you get to pretty much prove yourself across the league. But going against those guys, sometimes you have some plays that you wish that you could get back. But, of course, you want to make your plays as well. And I feel like I did that in each and every game, aside from a couple maybe. But for the most part, I feel like I held my own.
So getting back to this game this past weekend, there's a lot of things people out there on Twitter,
Twitter
blogs,
fingers,
whatever you
fingers.
want to put it. A lot of people were confused maybe about the 2-point conversion at the end. Ron Rivera came out and said, on the road you play to win, good play. And, for those of people out there complaining, I mean, you got the play you wanted. Jarris Wright was wide open. It was just a missed throw. But also with that, I mean, you guys have gone for 2-point conversions this season. I think that was the first time you've missed it. So when your coach decides, I'm going for 2, I want to win this game right here, does that kind of give a little boost of confidence regardless of the outcome with the team?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I always want to go for it, even on, like, 4th downs. Like, when we cross the 50-yard line, I just feel like we should go for it every time.
Right, like you're playing Madden. Those are Madden rules. I mean, when you're playing Madden, you always go for it. It's always 4-down territory.
Yeah. And I'm, like, fully confident in our offense each and every time they take the field. So, of course, I wasn't too worried about a 2-point conversion. Of course, we missed it. And if we would have got it, Twitter fans would have been acting a whole lot different.
Way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
That's usually how it always goes, right?
Right.
Yeah. It always goes like that.
But do you feel like this team gets enough national recognition? Because this is something that we've talked about the last couple episodes. And, it seems like people have pushed for that, and this team hasn't gotten that. And Cam has played very good, and it's not a lot of people take notice to it a lot. I don't know if it's because it's Charlotte or just not enough notice. I don't say they don't take notice to it, but not enough. And then you turn around and you have the Thursday night game with the Steelers, and then you're kind of on a slump a little bit. But do you feel like this team just doesn't get enough recognition, enough national attention for the type of talent you guys have?
I say yes and no. I feel like sometimes, we get a lot of recognition. Like early on when we was winning games and we was beating some good teams, we got a lot of recognition, but then people started falling back and started second-guessing us when we lost to the Steelers. So then I feel like they kind of downplayed us. But I feel like we're still a Super Bowl contender, even though we're coming off a loss. So yes and no.
What about Cam? I mean, how do you guys – I mean, obviously you guys, that's your leader. You guys believe in him. And he was the main one, I think, either tweeted or said something about just like, we ain't worried, just like you said. Like, we moving forward just like we supposed to. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, it just shows the confidence that he has in us. And, I'm glad to play with a guy like that. That he has confidence in our defense and also the players that he played with on offense. So I'm just glad I played for the Carolina Panthers at this point in time, man.
I seen actually, let me ask you this question. I have to ask you this question. Okay, so obviously C.J. Anderson, they went ahead and let him part ways, which they should, because at this point he could go somewhere and be used as he should with his talents.
I know you're going. You've been dying to ask.
I've been dying to ask someone on the team this. Ron Rivera came out and said, now we can kind of get a good look at Cameron Artis-Payne.
Yeah.
When haven't you gotten a look at Cameron Artis-Payne? And what else do you need to see? Because at this point, I vividly remember last year, and he had a lot of great plays, and he produced every time he went on the field. And now it was like, we're still trying to figure out what he can do. And I guess I'm just confused. Well, not confused. I mean, you look at the Saints who are using multiple running backs in that position and multiple guys, but it's like they're not really doing that as much here. It's just obviously Christian is taking the bulk of that. So what's kind of your take with the Cameron Artis-Payne?
Of course, we've seen what Cap can do. He's a great running back. I feel like if he was on any other team, he'd be, a star running back, and he'd get his carries and his touches. But as far as how they want to use him in the scheme, that's up to the people upstairs and the coaches and whatnot. So I don't really have any say-so in that. But I do know that we have guys like DJ Moore and Curtis Samuels that also take some of the load off of C-Mac, because they do a lot of reverses, a lot of short routes.
We saw one of those reverses.
Yeah, a lot of like the short slant routes and stuff. They could be used as not like a running play, but essentially as a running play, because you get yards, like short yardage, and they can take it to the house at any moment. So, we have a lot of guys that don't necessarily get the ball out the backfield, but, they can do some work with the ball once they get it in their hands.
Yeah.
So, team obviously is having some struggles on the road, 5-0 at home and then 1-4 away from home. Is that kind of just the way things have played out? Is that a product of so many young guys on the team this year getting their first NFL experience in different hostile environments, or is that just kind of bad luck right now? Like, what do you pinpoint as the reason you guys have been so good at home and then the opposite away from home?
Honestly, I'm still trying to figure that out. Of course, I'm still young in my career. This is only my third year, but it's hard to pinpoint. I know that Steelers game, it was a Thursday night game. We had to travel there, so we had a short week at that. Didn't get as much practice time and whatnot. So it's tough to play a game like that, especially against a good team like that. But I don't know, to be honest with you. I would have to say bad luck, to be honest with you. I'm not even sure.
Does Ash ever talk about her love for the Steelers? Did you get a text from her after that game?
I didn't find out until today that she was a Steelers fan. I was thrown off guard.
You know who knew I was a Steelers fan?
Who?
Ron Rivera.
For real?
Because I wore my keys to practice.
What'd he say?
And he was like, hey, I'm going to need you to stop wearing those keys. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I stopped wearing my keys. I started leaving my keys right there in the car. But, yeah, listen, I was very conflicted that day.
Yeah.
I was going for you. I truly was. I wanted you to have a great game.
She was wearing her Steelers gear that day.
I wore my – he wore an Eagles shirt, so please don't let him get it twisted.
They weren't playing the Eagles that day.
But it doesn't matter. They have played the Eagles.
Did you wear the Eagles shirt when we played the Eagles?
No,
he was at the game. That's why.
I was wearing a suit.
That's the only reason why. But listen, we have our teams. We have our teams. You know what I'm saying?
That's completely understandable.
Listen, I know I read something that so you chose for My Cleats, My Cause is the arthritis. Mm-hmm. So what's the background story for that?
Pretty much, my grandmother has arthritis, and I've seen the way she's dealt with it and how it's pretty much disabled her in her house and whatnot. So I wanted to join a foundation and help contribute in some way, somehow, and that was the one I decided to go with.
Yeah, you also gave out turkeys. I think this past weekend.
Yeah,
I think I saw a clip.
I gave out a few turkeys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you? So here's the thing. Did you cook the turkeys?
I don't know how to cook a turkey yet.
Okay, so listen. For you guys that don't know, James Bradberry is a freaking chef. He was on Master Chef.
Chef Curry with the pot.
Listen, he be in the kitchen cooking like turkey burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, steak. I don't even know what else. I thought we was going to get a plate when he came here. Vegetables. Right. I don't eat vegetables.
See, I eat vegetables.
Every time I get my blood work, they ask, do I eat?
Why don't you eat? That doesn't make any sense.
They ask, do I eat red meat and do I eat vegetables? Because I guess it's like the hemoglobin or something like that. I might just be making that up.
A lot of red meat is bad for you.
But they were saying that they were asking, do I eat it? Because they can tell that I'm not eating something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't eat vegetables. I eat salad and corn.
It's not really a vegetable. It's more like water.
Yeah,
right. What? Salad? It's green.
Just because it's green doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, I eat bananas.
That's a fruit.
Right, but I'm saying he said that's what I needed, and I'm saying I eat bananas.
Yeah, you kind of make up for your loss in vegetables with your up intake and
right.
Fruit.
I mean, the way you talking, it sounds like you have a lot of vegetables at Thanksgiving dinner. Like what?
Nah, see, my folks not coming up, so I don't have nobody to cook for us. I'm probably gonna go with one of my teammates.
See, and that's what I was thinking, because was it last year? Didn't Shaq have something, or didn't everybody bring?
Yeah, I think. Shaq,
or was that Christmas? I don't remember what time that was.
I think it was around Thanksgiving. I think Shaq. It might have been around Christmas. Shaq, Funch, and K-Love, all those guys got together and brought food over to my apartment, and it was grubbing.
Listen, so what? I mean, okay, so what's on your plate for Thanksgiving?
What's on my plate?
Yeah, what's on your plate?
If I could have my own plate, it would be fried turkey.
Oh, fried turkey. I like that.
Yeah,
okay.
No, I don't really do the fried turkey.
I need one rib. One rib.
Opposed to two.
I just need one.
Just need one. All I need is one.
Like and then I need some yams with a little marshmallow topping on top.
Yeah. Okay.
I need some collard greens, some cabbage, some pasta salad.
Okay.
Some cornbread.
That's different.
That's
Saying the pasta salad.
Pasta salad isn't usually
that's a little different.
Thanksgiving.
I mean, I don't know. You might get potato salad. Like, I feel like one of those are kind of normal. Okay.
Right.
All right.
And I need cornbread and sweet potato pie.
Okay. I like that. So what's the ruling here on cranberry sauce? Because I hate cranberry sauce. I want it nowhere near my Thanksgiving meal.
I need some dressing.
No, okay, but see, when I say dressing, I'm not talking about cranberry sauce.
Dressing is like
I'm talking about like
stuffing
or like some gravy on it. I don't do the cranberry stuff.
I don't do cranberry either.
I stay away from the cranberry stuff.
Nah, I don't mess with it.
Is dressing and stuffing the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
So
dressing and
okay,
stuffing
are
are
you
the same
saying
thing.
are you saying dressing is the cranberry sauce?
No, I'm saying dressing
As
stuffing
okay.
Are the same thing.
Okay.
But you
Right.
got, to me, I feel like you gotta have cranberry sauce with it.
I just
Nah.
don't.
It don't
Why
taste the same,
the
though.
cranberry comes out of a can like Jello? Why do I want that on my food?
I mean, you can get fresh cranberry. It's still whack, but I mean, you could do it.
I mean, what do I want a cranberry taste on some
You don't
on
really
some
know what
fried
your-
turkey wings?
You don't really know where your turkey wings came from either.
They came from turkeys.
But where the turkeys came from?
Jesus. That's what they said. I'm just saying that's what they told me.
Nah.
Listen.
The first human on the planet probably came from Jesus. He came from Jesus. But
Adam
that
and Eve
turkey-
came from Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
That turkey that you eating on Thanksgiving, you don't know where that turkey came from.
Yeah, I do.
Where?
It came from Publix.
And where did Publix get it from?
From Jesus.
All comes back to Jesus every
That's why
time.
you can't argue with people like that.
No, no, no.
Right?
Listen,
Just comes with
everyone.
a higher power.
Yeah.
Always.
Are we going back to Genesis or what?
I mean, you can. If
We
you
going to
want
Genesis chapters
It's-
1 through
it's
3, verses 1 through 3?
2018.
3.
You gotta go all the way back.
So where does the turkey?
1,000
So
years.
do you know where the turkey comes from?
I don't know, but that's why I eat cranberry sauce out the can because I don't really know where.
So okay, so your logic is since you don't know where the turkey comes from, you eat the
Just go with
cranberry
the
sauce.
crans.
But I'm saying I'm just saying the cranberry sauce doesn't. To me, what are you not taking away from the flavor of what you're eating? If you're putting cranberry on stuffing, I'm losing out on the herbs and everything that's in the stuffing. I'm tasting
But
cranberry.
you don't drown it in cranberry sauce. You just
So you just want a little hint of cranberry.
probably about that.
A little
much.
cranberry on the side.
Yeah, a little cranberry.
I
a
don't
little,
know.
a tiny little bit.
I feel like now that you have said these types of things, we had this thing that we wrote down, the do's and don'ts at Black Thanksgivings, and I don't know if me and you are gonna actually agree on the same thing now because I don't know what type of person you are now because you done said cranberry and stuff, but these are my
the
top.
things you need to bring. This is the do's
Well,
and don'ts. Are you
these
talking about bringing? Or are you talking
these
about
are just the
in
do's and
general?
don'ts of
Black Thanksgiving
a
period.
Black Thanksgiving period.
Period.
Okay.
How many you got?
All right, sorry. I got 11, but they go quick.
I bet.
All right, so here we go.
I say yes or no.
Don't sneak a piece of something to eat during the prayer.
That's a no. You gotta do that.
Like the
But see,
Russell Westbrook
listen,
meme?
it feels so right,
It wouldn't
but
be a
it's
black-
so
It
wrong.
wouldn't be a Black Thanksgiving.
It's so, but
Somebody-
listen.
Someone's gonna do it.
But see, here's the thing. It really just be the kids because the way my grandmother, we all got to go around the room and we all holding
Saying
hands.
what you're thankful for,
It's in
and
the
then everyone- right.
It's the whole. She praying for a good 10 minutes, and we all like, okay.
Do
all
they
right,
do
let's
that?
go.
Everybody's got to say what they're thankful
Nah,
for.
we
too?
don't do that
You don't
because
do
we
that?
all in different rooms and football and
You got a big
it's
family, huh?
it's a whole different thing. Number 2, don't ask me when I'm getting married or having babies.
True. Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it. It happen every year.
Yo, Ash,
You naming stuff that's gonna happen regardless. Really.
when you getting married? When you have?
I thought I was getting married, man, but I'm going through a breakup, Brad. So
Sorry to hear that. Hope you come through.
I do too. I'm just trying to find someone in my life to
a nice,
make-
wholesome 40-year-old.
like
Vince Carter.
something
Vince
like
Carter
that.
with
Whoa.
good credit and
Vince
I'm gonna
Carter
go back to
probably
this.
listens to this podcast, so thanks. Number 3,
shoot your shot.
don't leave with more than you came with. You can't leave with more. How you gonna bring sweet rolls and then take 10 plates back?
You naming stuff that's gonna happen regardless. I would do that.
Not if you watching. If you got 20, 30 people in your crib, you not watching. We having Thanksgiving with about 5, 10 people, little friends Thanksgiving. Oh, I can monitor who's coming in at that house.
So when you have your family, your kids, your husband, you invite all your folks over your house. Are you gonna have these commandments like on a wall?
Possibly.
Or you gotta have them
Stone.
outside the door.
Possibly.
as soon as they walk
The
in?
commandments might be out there.
Right.
I might have to let them know.
You probably be the one with the bouncer at your door. Like, nah, you're not on the list. You can't come in.
Nah, for sure, because I'm going to be in my mansion, because I'm going to be popping. I'm speaking it into existence. That's what I'm
Alright.
supposed to do, okay?
that's what
Number
mama said.
4, bring an extra pair of clothing when you're at somebody else's house. Because, you got to
sure.
watch football.
For sure.
You got to take the belt off. Like,
That's a definite yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, because I done been in that position, and it was just, I was like, no, whatever this. Just took the belt
Yeah.
off and zipped. You just had to do what you got to
Just
do,
get
right?
comfortable.
Okay. 5, if you're cooking the mac and cheese, please know what the hell you're doing.
True.
Honestly, I don't even eat mac and cheese.
Ever or just
Boo
on
that
Thanksgiving?
man.
I ate some mac and cheese.
Boo
the
that
other day
man.
At my guy Jack Arnold's house. You seen his IG?
I know. I see. Okay, I was seeing Alex and y'all putting up there. It was you, Ian, like Taylor was over there stuff. Is that what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? That's the dude who be chopping up the meat.
So good.
So y'all just go over there and eat meat?
Man, he cooked steak. He had mac and cheese, and he had mushrooms, like sauteed mushrooms.
And you don't like mac and cheese, or you just don't want mac and cheese?
I mean, I had his mac and cheese yesterday, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't really eat mac and cheese like that.
You're
mac
from
and
Bama.
cheese.
How you don't eat mac and
I
cheese?
just don't.
And you Southern.
I get this all the time. I just don't eat it.
This man over here talking about eating
That's because
vegetables.
you haven't had the right mac and cheese. I think that's what it is. You haven't had the right
I'm not
mac
like a
and
big
cheese.
cheese person though. Like,
Oh, okay,
when
all
I,
right.
When I grew up, I didn't eat cheese on like cheese.
What about dairy products in general?
I love pizza.
Okay, well,
It's
Well,
weird.
yeah.
so you're just not eating cheese pizza. You're probably eating like what, like pepperoni, like pineapple or something on it.
Nah, I eat pizza with cheese on it.
Yeah, he said he likes pizza.
I know, but I'm saying, if you get all the other stuff on it, it's like lessens the cheese, right?
I don't know.
It's not as much cheese because you're getting a lot of meat.
I eat a cheese pizza,
Okay, well, yeah, well, I'm confused.
but I gotta put ketchup on it.
What?
Yeah.
Ketchup on pizza?
If you would have said ranch, I would have been
On
like,
pizza?
okay.
So do you put ketchup? Because the big thing this week was Patrick Mahomes talking, or last week, where he said he put
Oh, on steak.
ketchup on steak and on macaroni and cheese.
I used to eat ketchup on steak. I can see that because I used to put ketchup on eggs too.
I hate ketchup. I don't eat ketchup on anything because I don't like ketchup. But
Yeah,
that sounds gross to me. So, but I mean,
but I put ranch on all meat.
Yeah, I used to hate ranch. I eat ranch now though. But when I was younger, I was just a weird eater.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I like that.
ketchup on steak.
Hey, you gotta do it.
I guess.
So 6, if your mama tell you that you're eating at 1, be prepared to eat at what time? About 6 o'clock.
I was gonna say 3, but
I
6.
wouldn't even want. I'll leave the house. Cause if it's
So
at
you
1,
trying to say that you're start on time?
Nah, if it's at 1, I'll probably show up like around 3. Anything past that?
So you get around it all together. You don't even show up when they say. You come just
Because
2
you
hours
already-
later.
You already know what's going
It's not gonna start on time, right?
No,
It's gonna be like halftime of the second game before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, I think we have some extremely boring things.
It's better than last year. Last year was wow.
The Cowboys.
Well, the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving though.
That's not a good
You're
game.
stuck with them anyway.
And who? God, who is it?
Cowboys, Redskins. I mean, was it
Especially
Lions,
since
Bears?
Alex Smith went down. I'm just like, why do we have to watch this game? I don't
I mean,
want to watch
America's
it.
team. That's what they do.
But as you are watching America's team, quote unquote, okay, that's if you feel that way. I don't feel that way. Don't post your freaking food on social media.
You
We are all
everybody
eating the
posts on
same
social
thing.
media.
We're all eating mac and cheese. We're all eating ham. We're all eating
But you gotta prove
turkey.
that yours is
We're all
better than
eating
everybody else's.
stuffing and cranberries
Because
or
if you
whatever.
didn't post it, it didn't really happen.
Everybody plate. not
Here's the
same.
thing.
Right.
Why do you need to post a full plate to turn around and post the plate done and eaten?
'Cause you gotta
We do
prove
this
it.
every year.
Show how fat you are.
Guess what? I know you ate. You know why? Because you came to work the next day. I saw you like a picture the next day.
Hey,
You're alive.
If you don't come, because you're coming to my place for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
If you don't post the picture
I'm
before
not posting a
and
picture.
post the picture after,
James,
Then
if
you're
I
not
post a
coming
picture,
back.
say
That's
something to
disrespectful.
me. Say
But nah,
something to
like-
me.
then you can't come back after.
The IG
Oh, I'm
gonna-
coming
You
IG
gotta
gonna
say
be
how
born
dope
that
the
day.
meal was.
Huh?
I said IG gonna be born that day if no one posts the meal.
Right.
Why can't you post your family? Why can't you say, "Oh, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for James
Oh,
Bradberry coming on my podcast. Thank you. I'm thankful. Happy Thanksgiving." Why do I need to show you the same food? Do I show you Chick-fil-A every day I eat it? No.
Right. I
That's
don't know what
different. Though.
you
You
do.
don't eat Chick-fil-A. You don't eat Thanksgiving food every day.
You could if someone wanted to cook it every
But
day,
you don't though.
but you could.
But you don't.
Right, but you could.
You can have Christmas. every
How do
day.
we not know someone in the world is not eating that? Someone could be eating sugar cookies every day.
How do we even know Thursday is Thanksgiving Day?
I don't know.
There you go.
I was not very good when it came to history. I expect you to tell
But
me.
we don't know the exact date, so
How do we even know Thanksgiving's real?
We don't know.
What if we just made it up? How do we know our birthday is real?
Wow, now you're getting deep.
Yeah.
Well, because
Well, because there's proof when you were born.
Yeah, I got documentation.
How do we know that? Have you not seen Lifetime movies where they give you fake birth certificates and stuff like that? You go out here and buy a birth certificate and say you from Antigua.
But usually, like you have a trail. When you tell a lie, you got a trail that's behind.
So how you think aliens and stuff aliens, not like, but like
I was like,
literally.
where are you going with this?
No,
Where
but I'm
where-
saying like they're trying to say like I'm not even going to it.
Nah, keep going.
But I'm
You
saying
might
like
as well.
immigrants. I'm saying like immigrants. They're
Yeah.
trying to like they
Okay.
love to sit there and say that they stop. Josh.
Are you going
That they don't
aliens to
have
immigrants?
because I was saying not literally like aliens. Like when you put
Illegal.
on
Illegal aliens?
yes, illegal aliens.
Well, that's
like
different, though.
That. They trying to say that there's no. Oh, we don't know where they came from. No, see what I'm saying? It's possible.
You talking about immigrants?
It's
Yeah,
it's
illegal
possible.
aliens.
Yeah, well, that's different
Came over the
than.
border, right?
But where's the paperwork?
Well, that's different.
Oh,
How do we know mine?
Are you trying
Yeah.
to say they was already here? They could have already.
They
been
could have
here?
already been here. Why? What does the paperwork really say?
Well, technically speaking, if
What does the
they're-
paperwork
well,
really say?
Never mind. I'll take that back. I was gonna say if they was born into the country.
We may not
paperwork.
have been born. I may not have been born here for all that. I don't know where I was born.
You got documentation.
You got issues.
I got a
know
paper
exactly
saying-
where I was born, what time I was
Yeah.
born.
For real?
I
Okay,
know.
that's one thing I don't know. A lot of people ask like what hospital, what time. Like I just know the day. Like I have actually no idea when my actual birthday time is.
Oh yeah, I don't know that. Well, I know I was born in I think the evening. I think like 7:30.
My mom was pissed because she was supposed to be drinking by New Year's. It didn't
Yeah,
happen.
and you just took way too long to come out.
I came out 5 days later.
Well, you ought to thank her for that, because
I don't want to be no New Year's baby.
irresponsible mother. They would have been drinking while you was in
Yeah,
there.
she probably did drink a little bit.
Just
No
a
one
tad
knowing
bit,
her.
though.
Hey man, shout out to Mom Dukes for drinking on before I was born. Number 8, don't come empty-handed.
Yeah, definitely. Don't come
Right.
empty handed.
Remember that.
I was gonna come empty-handed to his crib tomorrow,
You probably.
but I'm
gotta
also a
bring-
hypocrite. So.
You gotta bring some grapes or something.
Bring you
I said, did
grapes.
you want some sweet rolls? But
Nah, Nick's
he
already
said,
got
he
that
said
covered.
he said I didn't need anything. Nick is white. He doesn't know what sweet rolls to get.
He knows exactly the Hawaiian ones. He's got it covered.
He probably is gonna ask someone in the store where to get them.
Caucasian people know how to eat too now.
I just said, yeah, they know how to eat.
Right. They
I
do some
said
weird
how to
stuff
cook.
sometimes with their potato salad. It's like, yeah.
I'm not eating. I don't want to
Oh,
get
no.
into like race of what potato salad eat, but I probably would stay away from it. Just because potato salad, I'm not like
I'm not big on potato
I'm not
salad
super big on
anyway.
potato salad already. Pasta salad is pretty good,
Yeah.
but I mean, teach his own. All right, so here's a big one. You gotta bring or buy extra foil for your to-go plates.
But you just
That's how I
said-
know
You just told us that we
not
can't be
to-
taking
right.
too many plates.
But
Right.
I might take a plate, so I might need
So
that.
you're not
foil.
even following your own rules that you're given right now.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna show up
This is
empty-handed,
what I
but
saw.
show
You're gonna
us
leave
some
with
This
more
is
than
what
you
I
came
saw
with.
on the do's and don'ts. I didn't say that I was necessarily following these rules.
Oh, so
I
you
didn't
got
say
this from
that.
somewhere.
Right.
That some of these I will follow, other than I won't. I'm not gonna post a picture of my food. That for sure. I'll post a picture of my face, but I'm not posting my food. Anyways, then number 10, you gotta have some Kool-Aid, and you can only have name brand soda.
Name brand soda?
You gotta
Name
have
brand.
name brand. You can't mess with.
You don't
all-
like just the generic cola?
Bro, I don't want cola at
That Dr.
Thanksgiving.
Thunder? You ever heard of that?
Absolutely, hell no, I don't want that.
Why not?
Do you want to drink Dr. Cola?
Honestly, I'm drinking water on Thanksgiving.
You do have great
I
skin.
got a game on Sunday. I appreciate that. Nobody
Well,
ever told me that
it's
before.
no one's told you have great skin.
Nah.
You have great skin. It's
appreciate
very
it.
smooth. What do you wash your face with?
Water and soap.
Oh, I hate people that say that. I try that and it just breaks me out.
I mean, I might put like a little what's it called? Witch crab? What's it called?
Witch hazel.
hazel.
Witch
Yeah,
hazel.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
A little
little
bit,
toner.
if I
Little
break out.
toner.
Like
Yeah.
usually
You got a perfect shaved skin, bald head too.
I shaved it when I came before I came in. I had to make sure
Really?
I was right.
Oh,
It was a little rusty up there.
it's nice. Looks
Yeah,
good. It
appreciate
looks
it.
very smooth.
I appreciate it.
One day Josh is gonna be knocking on that door and
Right.
he's gonna have to ask you for some
Right.
pointers.
And just
Hold on, man.
hold on for as long as
I ain't gonna say as
possible.
long as possible because some people
Right.
hold
You don't
on.
want
Like
to be
LeBron?
Yeah. LeBron.
Hey man,
Tiger Woods.
LeBron making enough money to get a new hairline, so he cool.
Yeah, but his one keeps.
Yo, you know
just
what? Actually,
leaving
no.
him.
It's the opposite. What they say. They say, look how much money this dude makes, and his hairline's still messed up.
But it's,
So it's the opposite, actually. Because
No
if he could, I mean, the hairline would be fixed. In retrospect, right?
sometimes it looks straight though.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, his is weird because it looks.
I mean,
fine
are we
one
talking
day,
that, or are we talking like what?
And
you
then some
know-
days it looks like the Red Sea is parting. And it's just.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you remember the old game mad long ago when Carlos Boozer spray painted his
spray
head.
painted his head. Yeah.
But I think he said it was like a joke.
It was a he.
Okay.
Yeah, because he thought it was gonna wash out and it didn't, and then he had to play
Yeah.
like that, and they were
And it
on
was
like
sweating
national
and stuff.
TV.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that was bad. But
Good stuff.
But I mean, remember Darren Williams shaved his. He came back with a full hairline, and his was fine a year later. You don't remember that?
No.
All right.
I mean, here's the thing, man. If it's going, go. Let it go.
Well, that's what I did.
Let it go. Well, when'd you go bald?
I went bald my sophomore year of college.
Oh, you went bald early.
Yeah, like it wasn't like too bad, but I like saw it.
You got in front of it.
Yeah, I got in front of it. Before,
Yeah, that's
like,
the way to go.
It took over me.
I can just see you have a conversation with yourself, like.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna let
Dude,
it
we
go.
all have
It's
that
time to
conversation,
go.
Sitting there like, when is the time to do this? When is it?
I mean, you see dudes now, like, you know how girls have frontal wigs and things like that. You can go out and get you a frontal fade. Not for real. Have you seen the
Good for me.
videos of them doing that?
Right.
But-
All the ones where they're like spraying it on and like.
if you got like a job to where you don't have to sweat as much, and you pretty much you got like a cubicle job, you straight. But I
you good.
I sweat too much. I wear a helmet.
True, yeah, that'd be.
Right. So.
Yeah.
All right, last rule that I saw. Not necessarily that's my rule. Don't stash a bunch of to-go plates everywhere.
Ooh.
Oh, like hiding spots.
Yeah, think about it. You start going to the kitchen just to find something, and you go in that random pantry and you find
Don't go searching through
mad
people's stuff.
plates.
I ain't never found a hidden plate before.
For real?
Well, I take that back. At my church.
Oh, for
Right,
sure.
yeah,
Oh, the
definitely
church.
at church.
And the church, man, when they got the buffet, they give you 1/2 a scoop. They only give you a full scoop because it's too many people. It's
So
too
you gotta
many.
get through
Then they give
everybody.
the kids a little bit. Then then the pastor might get a little extra scoop, and I'm like, why he get more?
Right.
That always happens at black church.
It ain't
Yeah,
right.
Before they
It takes
serve everybody, they got to make their place.
Make their plate and put it in the back.
Put it in the
And
bag.
make sure they're set. And the to-go plate
Yeah,
set.
James.
I agree with like half of them.
Yeah, you had two that was kind of contradicting one.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the
The one with the aluminum foil, it contradicted.
oh, the
that
don't
last
leave,
ride,
don't wait.
leave, coming with more than you leave.
Yeah,
Leave with
yeah.
more you come with. So you're
Listen.
gonna bring tin foil, but you're not gonna come with anything. So you're just gonna
You
take
came
all-
with tin
I
foil, but you
think-
leaving with tin foil as well.
Right. And
I
like
will
3
bring my own
plates.
to-go plate, so I won't have to worry about the tinfoil. I'm gonna have a plastic thing over it, so I just styrofoam it,
Yeah, we need plates.
But here's the
by
thing:
way. So
when it
bring
comes
plates
when
tomorrow.
when it comes to leftovers, I don't even eat Thanksgiving food past like 2 days.
For real?
No, why? No, not really. I don't want to eat it past 2 days.
Past
Like
2
after
days.
2 days, I'm already
What's wrong with it?
exhausted.
From
I'm already
Thanksgiving food?
tired. Yes, I done already ate it, and I'm not. Listen, when you say 2 days, I'm not just talking about one in one sitting. I'm talking about I done ate some for breakfast. I done ate some for lunch, and I have finished with some dinner. 2 straight days, that's 6 meals. That's too much. Plus the 7th one of the first day.
We'll let no food go to waste in my house.
I'm not saying to go to waste, but if it's enough people
You
coming
just saying
there,
you gotta go through it in 2
Yeah.
days.
Nah, we
So
eating
you're
all
literally
that.
eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 2 days.
yeah, I mean, if I'm not making no eggs, but see, here's the thing I'm a little worried about too. This is my first Thanksgiving with my stepmother, so I know she can cook, but I don't know exactly what we eat. So like this is gonna be an
Surprise.
experience for me.
Yeah.
It's a surprise. But you
Right.
said she
Yeah.
can cook though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, she be cooking. I mean, but I'm broke, so I'm gonna eat whatever she cook regardless.
But
You
you
know what
got
I'm
a
saying?
Gucci belt on though.
Right.
I seen the Gucci belt.
And you're on camera
Man,
today, so you can't even
so-
say you don't.
Yeah, you got a Gucci belt.
James Bradberry in the building, man. Hey,
Man,
I
that shit
bought
change the
I bought this
subject.
belt when I had money. This belt is old. If you
Mm.
look at the back, it's like it's bending over. Like
So why don't you like trade it in and get some money?
I'm not gonna get the same value.
You not, but you're gonna have more money than you have right now.
No, I can't do that
If you
because
broke.
think about it. If I keep it, I might get more value for it later.
Oh, like
That's
vintage?
not how it works. That's
Like
the
vintage?
opposite.
Vintage.
No, I don't
You know,
about
this is a
no
little bit
Nah.
more expensive because it's the
That's
bigger
a
G's.
depreciated value
Yeah.
right there.
Listen,
Yeah,
I know
but-
you're not talking because you roll. I'm not gonna
Under
say.
Armour.
I ain't gonna put out what you rolled
I have
up
my
in.
Under
Okay,
Armour
I
gear
want
on.
no one to know what you driving.
I mean,
It's
look what you
2015.
rolled
You was
up
in like a Maybach.
It was 2015
Blacked out.
Audi.
You was blacked out. in your Maybach.
2018.
You was in a black. You got a Rolex on right now.
I'm
Stop
3 years.
it.
I'm like, matter of fact, I'm 4 years behind because in 2018 they already on the 2019 Audi.
Yeah.
So I'm 4 years
Gotta
behind.
catch up.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you know what?
Cash it in.
We appreciate you coming by today. Excited to see what you guys do. You guys got the Seahawks this
Seahawks at home.
Sunday at home.
Yeah.
Finally back at almost
DOA.
almost said the Hive.
Gotta keep that win streak going.
Yeah,
Right.
got to keep the win streak at home.
home,
So
at
it is
home
gonna,
at least.
yeah, and it's gonna be nice because then you're gonna have the home crowd behind you.
Yeah.
Just you got that momentum. At least you're not playing nowhere super cold.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like the cold. I'm not looking forward to that Cleveland game.
That ooh.
Yeah, which should be
Yeah, that sounds
interesting. I mean,
brutal.
Cleveland is they're doing all right. I mean,
Yeah,
they had a
shoot.
big win
They beat
against Atlanta.
Right.
So
Good
it,
football team for sure.
yeah, I mean, we were just saying that was a team that is on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing we said is people just flip out because you only have one game a week. You occasionally have the two, the short
Yeah.
week like you
Right.
did, but for the most part, it's just one game a week. Unlike you look at basketball,
Right.
there's 4
Yeah.
games. There literally could be 4 to 5 games in 1 week for all if you're playing 2 back-to-backs.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
But I
so
don't pay
it's
it
so
no mind
many of there's
anyways.
82 games for them to be like, okay, we didn't do good. It's all right.
Right.
We go
Yeah.
on to the next. But for you guys, it's it's
Right. You
got
got to hear
6 days
us
until you
all
even have
week. Yeah.
the
Do y'all
next
get
one.
sick of us all week? in the locker room just asking the same questions over and over again?
I know it's got to be terrible.
Yeah, okay.
We love y'all.
Listen, I know I'm loved in the locker room.
Right.
So
You know,
I'm friends with everybody.
Like football wouldn't, like sports in general wouldn't be as important as it is now without like the media and the fans and stuff. So we understand that, and you know, we love to share our time with y'all.
Yeah, there you go. That's the political answer.
Yeah, we always get a
Otherwise,
lot
they'd
of.
be in the locker room like, man, it just opened up. They're coming in again. They just go sit in the middle and then just attack somebody with the mic.
Hey, James, man, let me tell you something. You in the locker room have always been super cool. You have always been super cool. I'm interviewing you. I've never had a problem. You know, can easily ask you a question, no problem. You know, of course, everybody's not like that, and that's okay because everybody is their own person. But, you know, I think the players got to realize we are the media. We got to do our jobs too, you know. Let me tell you. Let me paint a picture for you.
There you go.
Training camp last year. Mm-hmm. Just hot as hell outside.
I already know.
Spartanburg, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was running drills out there myself, tackling and everything, okay? I wore some shorts to try. Oh, no, I wore pants. And I had a tank top, okay? Just sweat, okay? You guys, we do the one interview. You know, you just got the one backdrop.
Yeah.
I'm holding a 50-pound camera, holding it up.
Damn,
Arms shaking.
struggling.
Arms shaking. And I'm trying to hold a mic at the same time while all of the sweat is just dripping everywhere.
Dang.
Just imagine that.
I didn't know you had to do that.
You think I got help?
I forgot when you were in the locker room, you were the person with the camera.
Holding the camera, man, and it's like 50 pounds.
I bet you had some strong shoulders back then.
I do, man. See them?
You don't do that no more though, right?
No, I don't hold them no more.
Yeah, you like in front of the camera now.
I was in the front of the camera then too. I had it, but
you had
and
everything.
local TV, they make us do it all.
The camera, the mic, and the questions.
Yes, you do it all yourself. And then guess what? Then you go back to the studio, you chop it up, you write what you want to say, and then you go on TV and anchor
I
it.
don't like that. You write what you want to say?
You write what you want to say.
Why you
But
don't
see,
write
listen,
what we said?
We just see that's the difference. We're not beat writers. We're on TV, so we're not opinionated on TV. We can't be opinionated
because we're tossing the direct sound bites of what y'all say.
Yeah, so we say James Bradberry said, you know, he turkey.
Right,
from
we're not
Jesus.
giving our opinions. We're just
If
like
you
blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Insert soundbite from James Bradberry.
Yeah, you can't.
That's
so
why you
TV.
can't twist most of what we
But
say.
beat writers,
So we
now
need to be-
they can say what they want to say.
Right.
They can be like, well, look like, you know, this dude sucks.
Yeah, I've seen that before on tour.
Yeah, I've heard some people say they've seen those things, but you know, no, we don't say that. We're good Christians over here. We don't say nothing.
Good Christians.
Good Christians.
Not that the beat writers are not
No,
Christians.
the good.
Right.
They're
Good
good Christians. Oh, well, they might be Christian. I don't know. What they are.
Right.
Well,
They could be a lot
whatever
of
they
different
are, you know,
They're good
they're
people. Yeah.
So-
I think, man, it's just crazy because everybody has their own job, man. Like y'all gotta play. You guys are gonna see things way different than we may see it. Like no matter what, even if you've ever played the sport or not. So it's just interesting because everybody has their own take. Like I couldn't even imagine like having a Marshawn Lynch that just didn't answer a question. I would be so frustrated.
Right.
Like I have no idea
I
what.
always wonder, how do you handle that? Like you have a guy that does.
Yo, I've
There's
never
nothing
had
we
no
can
one
do,
that's ever done that.
But
And
right,
if
man.
not, then they don't do it. Then
Yeah.
you got to talk to somebody else.
Right, because there's nothing we can do. Like, we can get upset, but we can't be like, hey, yo, whatever PR dude works for the team, make this guy talk, because he's his own.
You be like, this guy's a jerk. Or when you go sit and
It depends, because Marshawn Lynch
I'd
was
say-
funny, though. Like, that was the thing. Like, he kept doing
But it was
that,
repetitive at the
but
same
we all
time.
kind of thought, because
Yeah.
he said, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Like, that, I mean, I thought it was funny, but I also wasn't in that locker room trying to cover him. So,
Yeah, right. So
I mean-
you'd have to be in that position to see. But like you know, when it was with the Panthers, you know what you expect. You know you getting Ron on this day. You know you getting Cam on Wednesdays.
right.
You know when Luke is talking this day, Thomas Davis talking this day. You know you're gonna talk this day or whatever
fit
for the
me in
most
wherever
part.
they can.
Yeah, and I like that because I like feeling like I can go up to anybody and talk. Because the problem with media too is everybody's talking. Think about it. If you probably don't. But just turn on the news. We all talking about the same thing.
Same thing.
If Greg Olsen
Every
comes
single one
back
of
from
them.
injury, we're all leading with the
Right.
same thing. So you got to find a way to, spruce it up. So you got to give us the exclusives from now on.
Well, you need to tell the people to quit asking me about these Josh Norman questions.
Yeah. I thought that had got
Josh,
It kind of.
I don't. Right.
Chill down.
Right, because like the first year after you had the number and you were replacing him,
That was understandable then.
yeah,
but
but
y'all
you
were
don't get it
nothing
now,
alike.
do you?
Yeah.
I think I got it a little bit.
Just when they went about
the-
to play
The
him.
first Julio game,
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, it's kind of calmed down.
PSA: do not ask James Bradberry anymore
About
about
Josh
Josh Norman. He is his own person. PSA, and I'm gonna put like sound effects behind it and everything so everybody
And
understands.
you got to put like the slamming of the fist down.
Yeah,
Boom.
there it
Well,
is.
we drop bombs on this show.
Put your
We
foot
do.
down.
Foot
the
down, bomb drop, all
Bomb
the
drop.
above.
Hey, man, appreciate you joining us today, man. I really appreciate it because I know you came out for me and not for Josh.
Yeah, I was
I
just
came
here.
out for both of y'all now.
Nice.
I have a better understanding of who you are.
See now, right?
Now you go to the locker room this
I've
week.
been in the same locker
Yo,
room for 3 years. I just
yo,
moved to
it's
the
so
back
funny.
room.
Like Josh would be like, I've been there for way longer than you, and nobody knows me. And I'm like, I'll tell people, I'm like, yeah, you know that black guy Josh? They're like, no.
No, I have no idea who I am.
And I've only been there for one season. Everybody's like, Ashley.
It's all good.
I like to
It's
fly
funny.
under the radar, you know.
Yeah, you know, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, man, so we're going to jump into a little bit of NBA action. We're going to talk about the Hornets. First of all, shout out to my guy, Kemba Walker. 60
Damn.
points against the Sixers.
Contract Kemba.
Damn it, and we still lost. But you know what? It is not
That's
all
because
right.
that boy Jimmy Butler.
Yo, that's
trust the
what
process.
listen, that's what they traded for. That's what
True.
Philly traded for. They wanted a closer. They wanted someone that
Got
was
him.
going to win that game. And let me tell you how confident that man is. He didn't
He
get the
missed.
game winner.
Right.
He came back and did it
Hit
in
it in
OT.
overtime.
And blocked
And
Kemba.
because he said J.J. Redick told him to go hit the game winner.
Yep.
That's what he said after the game.
Blocked. So not only did he hit the game
and he
winner,
got the block.
got the block against Kimba, and then
A lot of
in
people thought it was a
transition-
foul. You think that was a foul?
No, and I think it looks like a foul because Kimba is 6 foot.
Right. It was
mean-
good defense.
Yeah. I mean, do you get to go out to the Hornets games at all?
I haven't been to a Hornets game. I've been planning on doing it. I'm gonna do it for sure. But I
Yeah,
haven't
you got to
done it
go. So, but have you been able to watch them play though? Like, what do you
I've
think?
seen
What do you think
highlights.
about Kemba Walker?
yet. I think he's 5.
He is 5.
Well, 5.
Yeah, he up north dude, man. Bronx
Yeah, I
dude.
feel like he's like somewhat of a Kyrie Irving with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. His handles
Which
up
speaking
there.
of, they just went back and forth last night, where the Hornets got a big win, 117 to 112.
And they closed out a game.
They closed the game
Finally.
out. 2 big back-to-back shots by Tony Parker.
Tony Parker was huge. And the big thing about that is, so first of all, touching on the Kemba accolades, I mean, he drops 60 and he drops 43, 103 in the last 2 games, which is insane. So only 6 players in NBA history have gone 60-point game and then 40-point game. And he's in the conversation with dudes that have done it. MJ,
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wilt,
Tracy
Kobe,
McGrady.
T-Mac, and Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
And
Kemba Walker from the freaking Hornets.
Right. So it's just insane. But the big thing about the game against the Celtics was, what did we say? What was it, Saturday night? Somebody's got to help Kemba
Yeah.
Walker out. What happened against the Celtics? Tony Parker, thank you, hit 2 big jumpers when Kemba
Nick
was
Batum
gassed.
finally
Yeah.
hit some shots.
Right.
There's this guy on the team named Nick Batum
Don't get her
that has
started
gone
on
like
Nick
0
Batum.
for 8 for the last game. He has not scored a bucket, and he's the highest paid player on the team. He makes like 20-something mil a year, and he's not scoring any buckets. That's unacceptable. And I think at this point, he's a little frustrated. So it's kind of hard, I think, as a player. Like if you feel like, say you get this big contract, you're not living up to it. I wouldn't really know how to handle that and how
Right.
you figure out, how to get out of your head.
Yeah, I mean, he got his money, so I feel like a lot of the pressure's out the way. You just go out there
Right.
and play.
So you don't think there's any pressure to perform once you get that money?
For me, I feel like it's more pressure when you don't have the money.
When you don't
trying
have
to
it?
get the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the more pressure. But like
Yeah.
when you get the money, it's like the team really, they can't really cut
Right.
you because they invest.
Well, yeah,
in you.
because
already-
at some point, even if
Yeah.
they do cut you,
They gotta pay
when
you,
they
yeah.
trade you, somebody will pay you your money, and that's what you get the guaranteed thing. But then you also have to deal with the trolls, like on the internet, and it's
Right.
kind of hard to, I think, at that point, not to look up yourself and see what's going on.
Right. Because do y'all do that? Because we always say, like everybody's out there on Twitter and players will always be like, I don't pay attention to that. I don't check my Twitter. But like on the low, they might be like, what's being said about me right now? Like, do y'all do that?
A little bit. Sometimes you get across your feed because people start retweeting it.
Right. And you can't avoid it anyway because it
Yeah.
pops up on your phone, right?
For sure, because some of the beat writers, and
Yeah.
some of the media people, they talk bad about you sometimes. But most of
Right.
the time, I try not to look at it. But of course, every now and then I will.
Yeah.
You really just got to block it out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to find a way.
Well, the Hornets have been blocking it out for quite some time because they have been on a little struggle bus. They are very
Yeah.
inconsistent. But Kemba has always been someone that has been very consistent for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. When he dropped 60, he played 45 minutes. Imagine running up and
Yeah.
down consistently for 45 minutes and still scoring 60. So you're taking energy out of you just to shoot the damn ball. And we're not even talking about him driving. So, to
Yeah,
the
that
bucket,
man.
taking hits and whatnot. So it's very difficult, I feel like, for Kemba right now. And he's in the point where in July he will be a free agent, unrestricted for the first time.
Back
And
to Charlotte, man.
yeah, and he wants to. He's made that very clear. He wants to come
He
back.
wants to stay.
Right, but they got to help him out.
Don't you think they should get? I mean, pay the man right now. No.
Oh,
you
no.
gotta wait till the end of the year. Like,
Absolutely.
Just pay him right now.
I think after a 60-point game, a 40-point game, and everything else he's done besides that, I mean,
Right.
pay
He
him.
is
Yes,
the Hornets
I
right
definitely
now.
think. And I think
All-time
there's not a lot of
leading
people that are
scorer.
worth $100-some million, and I know that bothers y'all because I've heard a lot of football
Right.
players say, "Oh my man, the way I put my body out there, the things that can happen to me, and I'm out here getting 60 mil, like." And they just, the NBA, man, they throw that money away like it's
$100
nothing.
million contract.
Someone could get a $150 million, someone get a $90 million contract off of 20 games.
Right.
Basketball is my first love.
You think about going back?
Right.
Nah, man. The most I ever scored in the game was 11. It was a struggle to put up that.
Hey,
To
what
get
was
to
that
11?
in high school or was that
I was
like?
in high school. My
Okay.
junior year, I think we had the what you call it, the conference game.
Yeah, conference championship.
Yeah, something like that. I scored 11.
Yeah. What was your game like? What are we talking? We talking
I feel like he
jumpers?
really
we talking you a
represents-
slasher? Or you?
I was a defensive player.
Okay.
It just happened that game. It was just my time.
It was
to
just
go.
that it.
They threw it to me. They wasn't guarding me because they knew I wasn't gonna shoot.
Yeah.
And I shot that boy and I made it. So then I got back in the corner.
And kept shooting. See, that's the
thing.
thing. Right now in the NBA, dudes are getting paid millions just to knock down open jumpers.
Yeah.
You could get those millions just
Listen,
for that.
if you give
It's
me,
hard,
if you give me, you give me a mill, I'm out there working my ass off. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I mean, we're looking at people like we were talking about Le'Veon Bell leaving $14.5 million on the table. I said I don't have that type of faith. I don't have that type of work faith to leave $14.5 million on the table.
Though, you might leave.
Understandable, but he also, if I had a lot of money, I probably wouldn't be doing this podcast either.
Yeah.
I'd be living it up. I'd be chilling. I probably would have went to Kelsey, with Kelsey to Aruba
Oh,
for
to
her
Aruba,
birthday.
yeah.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Kelsey. Happy
Kels.
birthday, girl. Yeah, I'd be living a little bit different lifestyle
Right.
if I had the choice to leave $14.5 million on
We
the
all
table.
look at it and be like, well, of course, from my standpoint, because I haven't made
Right.
so much money yet. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's coming.
Right.
For sure, I hope so.
Oh yeah. So how about this? When it does come,
Mm-hmm.
Invest in
maybe
the
we
body.
all.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you want, but maybe we all, go out to eat with you or something.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll take y'all out to eat once.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, we could go try the guy that's chopping up the meat. We ain't even got to pay for that. We can go there.
Nah, well, I can
Right.
cook for y'all.
Oh, yeah, see? Right. We got the chef in
Yes,
studio.
I'm tripping. I'm talking about going out. I
Right.
want to go there.
Yeah, you can cater.
Hey man,
that's the
let
baby.
me ask you a question. Have you ever been fined?
Nah, I'm trying to avoid that at all.
Okay,
That stuff hurt when you see the face.
let me knock on it. I don't want you to get mad at me if anything happened. Yeah, my Josh Richardson, one of my friends from the Heat, recently just got fined for throwing his shoe into the crowd. Like, I don't know why he had his shoe off, but chucked that thing in the crowd. I'm just imagining like that shoe knocking the hell out of somebody upside the head.
Yeah,
Right.
you get sued for that too.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, you can come up.
Get a
Someone
baby.
throw a shoe. That makes me think when you get sued for that. A lot of people at college, University of Tennessee, they used to walk across the crosswalk where they tell you're supposed to yield to pedestrians. They was like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for a bus to hit me so I can have school for free and not have to work again. This is what we think about is college. You know what I
You're gonna be
mean?
Paralyzed though.
Right. You just gonna have to hope that you make it through.
Man, what?
That's what
Wait,
it is.
why did he throw a shoe though? He was mad at a
I
call.
don't really
or
know
something?
why he threw the shoe. I just saw the clip of that. He threw the shoe. He got fined $25,000, and I feel like, well, that's where I know that.
What kind of shoe was it?
I don't know what he wears. It has to be Nike.
He lost his shoe attempting to throw down a dunk. Thought he was fouled on the play, didn't get the call, and then he threw his shoe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's bad. Yeah, you can't be doing like that.
Yeah, if it's like a heavy
What-
shoe.
Now there was
What do
more
you
after
think
that,
of?
but yeah.
What do you think
that's the
about
gist.
them? What do you think about the NFL just finding people when it comes to the celebrations?
Find people because of that.
Yeah, like you're not
really
much of a
understand
like
it.
crazy dancer
Nah,
celebrator. You
I'm
get an
trying to avoid
interception and stuff.
fines.
Okay.
But I don't really understand it for real because I thought we could do celebrations with props.
don't
See,
know
I
what
think
the
that's
rule
the
is.
opposite. I think that they let you celebrate to a point,
celebrate.
but you can't
You
have
can't
the
have
prop.
the prop.
Because
What
we were
makes it-
confused why the phone, who was it from the Saints?
What's his name? Mike Thomas. Michael
Yeah,
Thomas, yeah.
had got fined like $50K for the phone.
Ooh, yeah, well,
Right.
I mean, that's like,
you got to weigh it out. Is it worth it? Because you might get like some endorsement deals off of that maybe. But
Yeah.
True.
they fit
you know, Alvin Kamara got that deal with
Who do you get?
he got not Skittles with Airheads, yeah.
Airheads? Oh. For
But
what?
he was
What'd
big.
do?
Oh, he was big on Airheads in college too, though.
Oh.
Shout out to the University of
Well, I
Tennessee.
mean,
man.
Marshawn with Skittles too, so I mean, I
Probably
guess
Yeah.
that works
on the
out.
sideline eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was something like
Yeah,
that. He
true,
was eating them
true.
on the sideline. That's why I'm about to just be like, I don't know. When I make it big, I'm just gonna be like wearing Gucci purses on there, Chanel stuff.
I don't
One
think Gucci
Chanel.
needs people.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
Gucci's
maybe
good.
they'll endorse me one day. Shout out to Chanel if y'all want to endorse this podcast.
We're not even on their radar.
Probably not.
All right.
I'm
one
gonna
day, shoot for the
talk to
stars.
Jordan one day about endorsing this podcast. Shout out to Jordan, man. We're gonna get Michael Jordan on
Go.
the
Get the
podcast.
goat on.
Just imagine getting Michael Jordan on the podcast. Okay, so our last quarter, we say how we feel, and it's just about anything. So, I'll let Josh go first, and then I'll go, and then if you got something to say, man, you be like, man, how I'm feeling, Ashley. This how I'm
Right.
feeling.
I gotta think of something.
All right. You gotta ask me how I'm feeling first, then tee it off.
Hey, man, fourth quarter, baby, how you feeling?
All right. So I'm feeling a little salty. What else is new, right?
You're always
So my story I was gonna tell last week.
Yeah.
All right. So Postmates, right? I've only used Postmates ever twice in my life. This was the second time. The first time was maybe 5 years ago, right? So last Tuesday, it's pouring rain, right? I don't know if y'all remember. If you're not in Charlotte listening, it was pouring rain. It was cold. Me and wifey are trying to figure out what to do. We're like, let's order pizza, but we're not trying to leave because the way our situation is set up, we leave, we lose our parking spot. We got to park on the roof. It's cold, it's wet. Don't want to walk inside and get wet. So order from Postmates, get a pizza, right? So dude comes, calls me. First thing he says is, I don't speak English. So I'm like, how is this going to work? Like, you don't speak English. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to tell him, like, I'm coming out. I'll meet you out front, grab the pizza. So I get out front. He's not there. Yeah. I'm not exactly dressed, and it's like I said, it's pouring. So I'm not dressed to like go outside the underhang and go looking for him because he's supposed to be right there. So I'm like, hey, where are you? And nothing. Hey, man, where are you? Starts talking in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I didn't even take Spanish in high school, so I couldn't communicate with him. So then after a while, he said, like, what's red in Spanish? Is like rojo or something like that?
I don't know.
Anybody know? No, whatever. So he says like
Blanco.
Red car, right? If it's a black car, he would be like Blanco, whatever. That's white. I think isn't Blanco, whatever. Either way, yeah, Blanco's black. So he says like red car, but in Spanish. But I picked up on that. There's no red car in the front, so I'm trying to figure out where. I'm like, are you in front? Are you in front? He's just talking Spanish. Are you in front? He's talking Spanish. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? I don't know how to find this. I've already paid for it because they already took my card down, so I'm not losing this pizza. So 5 minutes go by. I'm circling around the front, staying under the underhang, and we can't communicate. We can't figure this out. So eventually I'm like, all right, let me go to the back of the building because maybe he's back there. Walk through into the garage area, see this dude there. I'm like, thank God, finally, he's here.
At least he didn't leave.
At least he didn't leave, right?
I took off with that piece.
Word
I
up.
thought he was I was about to just throw in the towel. So then he's like, uno momento, like,
wait,
and
yeah,
then,
okay.
Right, so wait. So he runs back outside to get the pizza from his car, comes back in, and he is holding the pizza.
In his
what
tray.
is it? Like, that would be because horizontal, vertical.
Yeah.
So it's up and down in the box. So he's running over with the pizza like this, like it's a suitcase.
Yeah.
And this is a pizza. And I'm like looking at him like, no. Dude drops his phone in a puddle on the way in, comes back with the pizza, says, I put it in bag. Raining. I put it in bag. And there's just like these bags all over it. The pizza's all falling out the box, upside down. So he gives me the pizza, and I'm like, all right, man, how much? He's like, okay, and just leaves. So, like, mind you, I didn't tip him. I wasn't going to tip him, but, like, at least if you went through all that, you think dude would be like, yo, where's my tip? I just spent an hour trying to give you a pizza.
Right.
Like, nothing. He just takes off, didn't give me the receipt, nothing, just left. I go inside. Our pizza's all backwards and upside down and cold and wet.
But the question is, did you eat the pizza?
Yeah, we ate the pizza. We ate the pizza. So,
He ate that thing, though.
right. So, shout out to Postmates, I guess.
Hey, no, listen. Well, I guess he's my ex. But when I was going to Miami all the time, Ubers and Postmates and all that, all of them are Latino, and none of them speak English. And they literally will tell you like, oh, you know, habla español, English, and I'm like, well, no habla español. Like, you know what I mean? What we gonna do here?
Hold up signs or something?
Yeah,
like,
and it's
hey.
crazy because in Miami, like, I never had like even a white driver, black driver. I always had like a Latino, so it's always hard. So I know like you got to be frustrated.
Bro, I was about to give up.
I go on Google and use a translator. I type what I want to say.
Oh,
I didn't think about that.
Copy and paste
I didn't
it.
even think about that.
It's like the Uber thing.
Dang.
Yeah, I didn't
Where's
think.
James Bradberry?
I know. I was
What
just
the
in
hell?
desperation mode, man. I'm like, because you know, like how we are.
Yeah.
And we just
man,
start
we
to
hungry.
yell in English louder. Or like, I'm out front. And it's like, you speak
No,
slower and louder. That doesn't
English.
work. And it's still like,
And
yeah,
you're
no
yelling.
speaky. Like, what's that going to work? So,
Oh, man, that's funny.
so Ash, how you feeling?
Hey, man, let me tell you how I'm feeling. I'm about to really speak some real stuff.
It's
right
not
here,
about
okay?
Jilly from Philly again?
Nah, man, shout out to Jilly, like doing her thing, like, you know, getting a lot of feedback. James said she got more streams or something. Did you tell me that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell me or someone told me that? Like she's getting a whole bunch of streams or something. Like now her like songs
She's
are
big time, man.
doubling, like, you know.
Yeah.
I know, let's
After-
take a long
after she
walk.
did
It's
that
going
work.
crazy, yeah.
You hit the follow button? Did you hit it?
I didn't hit the follow button. No, I just watched that
Man,
video.
He just kept looking at all the videos. Hey man, this how I'm feeling. I'm about to really spit. I'm really about to like spit
Go
a
in.
few bars right here. I'm frustrated, okay? Because Kemba has scored 103 points in the last 2 games. Let me repeat myself. Kemba Walker has scored 103 points in the last 2 basketball games. He gets no national attention. He gets no recognition. You know what? Excuse me. He doesn't get enough national attention, and he doesn't get enough recognition, okay? And he will still, and people are still making him a wild card for the All-Star game. That's
gonna
a
be a
problem
starter. Nope.
when that is in Charlotte, okay? So I do not like that. Now, when will we give this man his respect, okay? He is currently the NBA's leading scorer at 29.6 points per game. That's better than LeBron James, okay? But it's better than LeBron James,
Facts.
okay? It's better than Joel Embiid.
Facts. Trust
Okay.
the process.
We're trusting the Kemba process, okay? So, again, he's playing at an elite level, okay? Where the arena erupts in MVP chants, okay? No,
Has
not
it?
because he's,
All right,
he
I
should have
wasn't
came
there
to the
for that.
game. Last 2 games he did it.
I
Not
was
because he's Kemba Walker, but because he's freaking really good at freaking basketball, okay? 3-pointers made. He's in front of Steph Curry.
True.
He's in front of JJ Redick, okay?
True.
Only 6 players, as you said, have followed their 60-point games with 40-point games. Names like MJ, Will Chamberlain, and Tracy McGrady, as you have mentioned. He has made it clear that he wants to stay in Charlotte, okay?
Sure.
Very clear that he wants to be here for the long haul. He becomes a free agent, an unrestricted free agent for the first time in his career in July. You pay Nick Batum. You pay Cody Zeller. You pay all these other people.
MKG.
Pay this man.
Max.
Okay, let me say it again. Max out this man and keep him in Charlotte, okay? Because listen to this. Damn it, this is who you risk it all for. Because why? He's risked it all for freaking you, okay? His prime,
Yep.
his heart, his talent, and all. So you know what? Baby, pound your chest like you did last night. Pound your chest and talk your shit. You know why? Because you're right. This is your city.
He said, "This is my shit, not this is my city."
Man, this is his city. This
It's
is his
both.
shit, and this is his city. Normally, we might just say like a few
Right.
curse
But you
words,
had-
nothing crazy. But I had to get my point across.
Right, she had to-
Emphasis. And I still feel like, you know what I mean? It's for Kemba. It's only right. That's how I'm
Word.
feeling.
Pay Kemba. Contract Kemba. Pay.
Contract Kemba, man.
Shout out to him.
James, how you feeling, man? I mean, you don't have to go on like a whole
You're
thing
right.
like I did.
We gotta talk
I
about
just
it.
was really emotional about Kemba.
Just talk your
so-
talk.
Just talk your
Let me tell
stuff.
you-
How you
let
feeling,
me
man?
right. Let me tell
Yeah,
you
get
how I
right.
feel. These potholes.
Yeah.
Potholes.
Speak on him.
On the Audi.
I had a pothole this morning, and you seen what kind of rims I got on.
Yeah.
my car.
Black, right?
Black.
Blacked out smoke.
I was so hot.
Mm.
They gotta fix these potholes in Charlotte, man.
Facts.
You look straight at the camera,
Right,
like,
Fix these
Y'all
potholes.
got.
So when you hit when your car hit that pothole,
Yeah.
what did it feel like? Like
My heart dropped.
Ooh.
I know you
Can't say the word
Yeah.
that I used.
yeah.
But luckily, I wasn't too far away from my destination. So when I got in there, I checked it. I was all good.
See, that's the one thing that the black people do. They get out the car and be like,
Right.
oh, God.
Check it right away. Like,
Gotta check that rim.
But it hit like both my right rims.
ooh.
But it was good though. But somebody gotta do something about them potholes.
You
Me
want to
too.
tell me exactly where that pothole was?
The pothole is on South Mint Street. It's a deep one.
I feel like South Mill Street is a long street.
Well, it's right there by the stadium, right there.
Wait, now I'm trying to think of where When you come out where you guys park for the practice
So
facility.
when you the practice was
Not the practice, but the stadium. Sorry.
Yeah, the stadium.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so if you take the left and kind of go up under the.
Okay, you going to
Yeah,
let
the
go under the
underpass.
underpass.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
East Moorhead, right?
Oh, in the middle of the street right there in front of the.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you.
Yeah.
Yo, that pothole been there for a minute.
Right.
Because there's a few of them that were. There's one like right in the middle of the street too. That's in front of that doghouse. Where they do the
and they always
the
sneak
Panthers
up on because
pregame
you see
stuff.
it too late and you can't swerve out the way, so you just gotta.
I was actually trying to avoid it, but I didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
I didn't have enough time, and it got me.
Them damn potholes.
These Charlotte streets, man.
Hey, Charlotte, man.
Fix 'em.
Get your potholes together.
Get your potholes.
Hey,
together.
good show, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you staying the whole time, James.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I'm super glad you did. Like, I had a good time, man. Our first guest.
Right.
I'm emotional right now.
Don't start crying.
I'm emotional. I'm
You gonna
crying
be all right?
inside already.
You gonna say
right now.
anything's possible
I
after
feel a lot
this?
better if you
Anything
cried.
is possible. You said what?
I feel a lot better if you cried.
I will cry.
You can drum up some fake tears.
Yo, my ex used to say I used to cry on the spot and it was fake, but it really wasn't fake. I really was emotional.
You getting emotional
But a
now?
female, if she's a little bit hurt, even sad a little bit, pretty much can cry.
Can cry. I
Yeah.
will.
But don't take that in your relationships, okay, guys? Believe them when they're crying
Believe it.
because they can be very upset. You
Don't
know, Josh
call
is a
fake.
newlywed, so
I
Oh,
am.
congrats, man.
Appreciate it, man.
yeah.
2 months in.
What'd you get married? I
That's the
was about to say
same.
you get married on the bye week, but it was like right before the
It
season.
was right before the season started.
Literally.
September 2nd.
So because of you, he had to change his wedding around because you guys wanted to start the football season.
Hey,
So it's your
you should've
fault.
went in-
Hey,
you should've said,
dedication.
"Forget us."
Yeah,
That was the wedding.
probably should have.
His wife, that's how his wife felt.
Right.
But he was like, nah, nah,
right. She wanted that fall wedding, so the compromise was the week before the season started.
Yeah.
I know she
So.
was hot.
So what's it, man? Predictions? We going to the Super Bowl?
For sure.
For sure. I'm
I'm
with
down. Atlanta, that's an easy trip. That's right down the
it.
street.
Man,
That boy gonna be lit.
it's going to be for sure lit out there. And first of all, I was going to be like, have you been to that Mercedes-Benz Stadium?
It is nice. Though.
Have you been there? Yeah, I played
Yeah.
in there.
Right.
I haven't been in there yet since
Yeah,
there
it's
because they
dope.
didn't let us travel last year, so
Some
I haven't
players
been
don't like
there.
it, though.
Huh?
I said some players don't like it though for some reason.
Really?
I like
It's like really big and open.
But it doesn't
I know that,
complete. It doesn't
yeah.
completely open, right? It's just that circuit, the little small
Oh,
circular
no,
part in
it's
the middle,
not,
right?
It's not open up top.
Yeah. It's just the
Oh, I
building
thought-
itself inside feels really like.
Yeah, but you can see like the escalator and you
Yeah.
see people going up the escalator.
Oh, really? Is that distracting while you play?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, we on the field.
Right. You zone
focus.
everything out. Yeah. I was wondering that. I almost wondering like, I wonder if they look around.
But when
Just-
I'm on the
Right. If you
sideline,
take it, yeah.
taking in everything, and then you
Right.
got like, I don't know if those are like club suites. behind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
See,
they're
that's
right
weird.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
weird.
weird
I
to
don't
me.
like those
Like,
because
right
I
up
think
on you.
they're too close, and that's the only thing I
Right.
don't like.
Yeah, because they always be yelling at people, you know, like, because they
Yeah.
get drunk and then they just start yelling constantly at y'all and they're literally this close to you.
They be yelling all kinds of stuff.
That would get me so, because you can't do anything. You got to sit there and take it. But it's like, yo, I'm a human being too, man. Just because you paid for these seats doesn't
Yeah.
mean you got the right to say whatever you want.
Right.
Eh.
I went besides Heinz Field, of course. Other favorite stadium probably has to be the Cowboys. And I just went there for the very first time when Miami played
What is it?
LSU. They
18th?
opened up
No,
their
it's not.
season there. And AT&T Stadium,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it is. Okay.
it's crazy. Like it's probably almost the similar. The closest to is gonna be the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Because it's that big.
Stadium, yeah.
Yeah.
I be wanting to call it a dome
heard
still,
it's lit.
but yeah, it's about. And I mean, it's just the right air conditioned. Like everything about it is
Yeah.
just right. Like it's a comfortable. I mean, you know, Jerry Jones did his thing there. Like
Yeah.
it's a nice stadium.
Spent enough money.
Yeah, and I don't know if that one opens.
I have no idea if the roof
I don't know if that
opens
opens either, but you
Only
know,
one I know that opens is Arizona.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? How's it been just having Tepper there?
He cool people.
Yeah, he
I see him-
he
I see
seems
him a lot
super cool.
more Than I saw Mr. Richardson. But
Yeah.
it's kind of understandable. because
Yeah.
of that
Yeah.
age difference. But,
Right.
You know, he's very hands-on with us.
He seems like that. He seems like a cool
He
dude. I
seems
mean, I'm
chill.
not
Yeah,
saying that
he's-
because he came from the Steelers and he's from Pittsburgh. I'm not saying that. I just naturally he seems like a very nice man.
She was excited when he came.
Right.
Oh yeah, because you know here's the thing. You want someone with a winning mentality to come here, right?
There we go.
Y'all already have that and heighten it even more. So there you go, baby. We got 6 rings.
Right. He's a man of the people. He's out there in tailgates,
Yeah,
just chilling with people.
he seems like a good dude. I haven't
Yeah.
had a chance to meet him.
Yeah, he seems
But,
like a
but
cool
he
dude.
seems like a cool dude around, you know. We oh man, it kicked me off live. It's all good though.
Yeah.
All right, man, good show.
All
Appreciate
right,
you coming
let's wrap
out
this
again,
thing up.
James. I appreciate
Tell everybody
it.
where to find y'all social media. Tell the people where to
social
find.
media is Brad_B21. That's pretty much all channels. Oh no, yeah, there's an arthritis walk December 8th.
Okay.
I need all the people of Charlotte to go out to it. You know, it's a Christmas theme, walk, marathon walk. You can walk, you can run, you can sprint.
There you go.
Whatever you want to do.
Dope. We gonna be out there
Get it.
broadcasting live.
Wear your Santa gear.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Get those Santa hats ready. Find me on Instagram at jsims287, Twitter at joshfox46. Tune in to Fox 46. See me on the news 6 and 10. Pre-game show this Sunday, live from the field. The usual
You got
suspects.
Fozzie Whitaker on it
Fozzie will be
again?
with us.
Okay.
Yes, as always. Myself, Will Kunkel, Frank Garcia. Yeah, that's it. Just follow. Tune in.
man.
Do it all. Where can they find you at?
Man, just follow me on Ash Noel TV. I don't even got to do all what y'all doing.
40-year-olds.
Follow me because y'all know what y'all doing.
Y'all know what to do.
It's called.
Listen, guys, I just want to find a good man in my life and be happy. And
Start up.
I'm just gonna cut. I'm just gonna let you know I'm gonna cut all of this out.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm cutting it out.
You didn't cut it out last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it
Jesus
out
handle it.
because I don't need my ex
Yeah,
listening to
you
it.
said let Jesus handle it. There you
Listen.
go. It all links back to Jesus.
It all
Remember?
reverts back to Jesus.
Yep,
Yeah.
it does. And you know, Jesus will make sure I find a good man in my life.
So let it just happen.
Hey, all right.
There you
Well,
go.
just remember,
All right,
man.
Episode 5. Hey, subscribe on iTunes.
Please.
James,
you
on
subscribing?
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I didn't at first, but I will.
Videos up, everything.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And as always, don't be good.
Be great.
Peace.
Peace.